What's going on, y'all beautiful people, man? In this video, we're basically going to be talking about being able to let go and being able to, the view that we can have on our emotions and our feelings that can free us up to be able to be powerful, to move powerfully in the world, to be able to do things that you never thought you could do before. What I'm basically saying here is there's a concept in this book called Letting Go, and he's basically saying that we don't need to avoid our thoughts. We don't need to continue to suppress those negative emotions that we have towards certain things. We can go into it and actually allow ourselves to eradicate those negative feelings and to set ourselves free. What do I mean? Let me give you an example. So a lot of times we will have feelings towards something that we continue to suppress, we continue to push down, we don't want to think about it, and we don't like the feelings that it creates. For me, one of the things that I hated that was very freaking hard for me is being able to allow myself, I never wanted to go out with my girlfriend's family if it was outside. Reason being, I didn't want the hair blown, I didn't want the wind blowing my hair everywhere, because it was my hair was gonna be standing up, it was gonna be crazy, it was gonna be whatever, and I didn't want that. And it's funny, but that was something that created a lot of anxiety or stress around me if I had to have that situation happen. I was basically hoping and praying that never happened, and that I was always able to be inside with it. But the more that I've gone into this method, even before I read this book, but the more that I've leaned into visualization and stuff like that, which is the same thing as this book is talking about, you're able to go into that emotion and actually let it go and place it powerfully in God. For all of us that are of God, we're placing it into God and placing ourselves and making ourselves be able to go into the emotion and basically let it go and be powerfully present and in a state of surrender, even in those moments. So what I was doing for that was basically being able to go into a visualization, and in the visualization, what I would do is basically just imagine myself having that situation happen, like the worst case scenario. I don't know where I heard this, but the visualization, you want to visualize the worst case scenario. It was actually in the book Inner Excellence. He said you want to visualize the worst case scenario, how it's going to happen. Now this can go for anything that you feel negative emotions towards. Visualize the worst case scenario and imagine yourself having the presence of God in those moments. If you have something, what I want you to do is feel the emotion that you are going to feel that is really hard for you, accept it, and then surrender it. So a lot of the times what I'll do is place it into God, place a verse that I have that allows me, in that case, I would imagine the verse, "For the Lord is thy confidence." That is powerful for me and allows me to let go in the moment. And you can visualize that negative feeling, and then visualize yourself letting go and getting back into the presence of God, even in that moment. That is so powerful, and it's a powerful way to actually let go of those negative emotions. Instead of just being oh, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope it's just that is magically perfect and everything goes amazing. We allow ourselves to imagine the worst case scenario, and a lot of the times that worst case scenario is not going to happen, and it just makes you powerful, because I've noticed myself, even if that does happen, I'm already ready for it, because all of a sudden that visualization and the method of being able to let go is powerful, and it just goes to work. It's oh, I've already felt this, I don't need to worry about it, I'm not scared of it anymore. And even in the moment, you're able to do that also. You're able to let go in those moments. So whatever it is that you're feeling that might be negative, that might be scared of, those feelings, whatever it might be, man, it could be even, another one that you could do is going back to past things that have made you feel that emotion and being able to bring yourself into God's presence in that moment. So for myself, one of the things that was very tough for me is I always grew up very, very skinny. And there was a moment when I was little, not even little, middle school maybe, where I was very, very skinny, the skinniest I've ever been. And there was this one dude, we were about to leave class, he's out there, and I'm kind of just sitting by the door, just doing my thing, chilling, relaxing. And this dude comes up to me. He's a bit of a bigger, heavier set guy. And I don't know, maybe he's projecting onto me. But he comes up to me and he grabs my freaking wrist. And he's like, damn, look at how skinny you are. Look at your freaking wrist. You're so skinny. And it's funny because, I never realized that I was drawing so much insecurity from that, or so many negative emotions from that. But once I was able to do this and bring God into my presence and bring me into the presence of God, even in that moment, realizing that I don't got to worry about that. He's got his own stuff. He's dealing with it. I still love him. It's not like I'm hating the dude. I love him. I love myself. I love God. And bringing myself into that and healing that part of yourself in those moments allows you to eradicate all the negative feelings that come. Now I don't even really worry about it no more. It's not something that I really think about. It's okay, I'm skinny. Who cares? I'm accepting that. I love myself. Now that is powerful. You might be having something that has happened to you a long while ago that might be still having these negative thoughts, having these negative emotions come up now, but you can go back and heal that. It's very powerful. Whatever that is for y'all, let me know down in the comments below, man. Be able to speak it out so that you can allow yourself to kind of heal it. Love you guys very much, man. Hope you have an amazing one. Peace.